Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are back with our finals in our AI-only championship series. We are about to launch round 2 of our finals, and after round 1, Chandra Gupta has a slight lead with 1,742 points. Netherlands were in second with 1,509. Gandhi was not far behind in third with 1,410, and Gorgo's got some work to do because she's down at 594. So we're going to basically run everything the same. I did just put in random numbers for the map seed, so hopefully we get something that's pretty balanced. So we'll load in and we'll be back in a second. Okay, well, I had to reload the game just because we forgot to turn barbarians off, even though we had a pretty decent map to begin with. But, okay, so this seems to be an archipelago map. We have Chandra Gupta over here and Gorgo not far away. Gorgo seems to have a slightly better position, and they have Geneva in between them. Wilhelmina then is to their east, and then Gandhi is down here in the tundra. But Gandhi actually has a lot of room, and there's quite a few islands over here that have no one on it. So this is going to be probably a pretty interesting map to see how it shakes out. I don't know we're gonna have too much early warfare just because it seems like no one's super close to each other except potentially Wilhelmina and Gorgo. Although it actually looks like Wilhelmina's going straight for Netherlands, maybe? I don't know. You were exploring. I wonder if she's gonna go and be aggressive. I also wonder if Wilhelmina has met. Have you met? No, you have not met Gorgo yet. So, okay, this is interesting. Chandra Gupta got both towns down, and he's going to settle the third one, it looks like over here. And then it looks like Gorgo is going to settle her third town to the east, which is probably going to discourage early aggression just because they're going to be a little far from each other. You took some damage. It looks like you're at war with India. Yeah, you're at war with Gandhi now. So that should have been declared by Wilhelmina. Now, Gandhi still only has the one town. Yeah, he needs to speed things up here if he's going to get the second town down, or if he's going to be able to get some units, or survive this, I guess. Okay, so he got the second town down. Now, he really needs to get the third town, like maybe up here. Is Gandhi going to be able to survive this? Yeah, it looks like he's going to be able to survive it. He's able to push back the early aggression. He is popping a couple scouts out. Not quite sure what the point of that is, but he's definitely slow-moving the settlers for some reason. Chandra Gupta and Gorgo have found each other again. And Chandra Gupta has built a fourth city already. Now, remember, Chandra Gupta always hates his neighbors. So, I don't know that they might be far enough away, though, that he won't declare an early war. He is moving a bunch of troops, but he might just also be moving that settler. So we'll have to see how it shakes out. I'm intrigued to see who's going to end up taking all of these islands, because there's a lot of growth room potential there. Chandra Gupta has popped out his Varu, though, and unfortunately, Gorgo is actually going to go settle over near him. So this is going to be rather interesting yet again. Potentially some really interesting canal systems could happen here. And that's Grassland Hills. I think you'd have to settle here, then you could canal there, then you could canal out here. The horses are there, so you wouldn't be able to canal through there now. Dang. If it wasn't for the horses, man, you could canal all the way through that, and that would be so good. So good. Which, I guess the only other place for canal would be through here, but there's too many resources, so oh well. Oh well. Gandhi's actually pushing now against Wilhelmina. He's putting a lot of damage on Haarlem, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to get any melee troops over there. So he's probably going to burn it down, but every one of the melee troops are going to get killed before they actually reach there. Wilhelmina's popping out a Hanging Gardens early on. Gosh, he needs is one freaking ship, man, and he could take it over, man. He could take it over. Athens was definitely a forward settle. We'll have to see how this one ends up shaking out. Gorgo has swordsmen, so Gorgo is definitely going to be able to survive maybe a little bit better than the last time. I did end up also switching positions of the civs to hopefully make it so that everyone wasn't spawning necessarily right on top of each other, which it didn't seem to really do anything. So, Gandhi did take Haarlem. He's not going to be able to hold on to it, but Gandhi, man. Gandhi doing some early aggression. Now, once again, this is probably most beneficial to Gorgo. She needs Chandra Gupta to have a really bad game. That's kind of like the one thing she needs to have happen. Is she at war? Or is she at war with Geneva? I think she's at war with Geneva, I think is what's happening. Yeah, she declared on Geneva. That might actually be very bad. This could be very bad because she might lose a lot of troop count, and Chandra Gupta might pounce on her because of that. The better option would have been for Chandra Gupta to do the attack and then flip it from there. So Amsterdam, the capital, actually got captured by Gandhi. So And it's not even flipping back, which is rather interesting. Harlem is flipping to who now? It's still flipping to Wilhelmina, which I find a little strange. I guess Arnheim is still quite a bit of combat strength here, but man, the Indias are definitely dominating the early game, which, you know, I mean, they have the Varu, so. And the thing is, does this change my rankings? I had India pretty freaking low, and it was unusual for me to have India so low because I always overvalue early game units, civs that have like strong early game units, like Aztecs, like Samaria, at least good early game units, like Gorgo, and I just don't like the pikemen. What are they? The phalanx, whatever. I don't like them just because they're spearmen, and I don't like spearmen. I don't think spearmen are that useful in the game, but that's a whole nother issue that we're not going to talk about in this one. But it was unusual for me to rank India so low simply because they had such a strong early game unit. The one reason I did rank them so low was simply because the Varu doesn't upgrade till tank, which we've talked about before in this particular championship series, that it just sucks that they just can't upgrade till tank. If they could upgrade to Cuirassier, I would probably give India a huge bump in the rankings. Simply because you're not rolling around with, you know, 45 strength Varu for most of the game. But maybe that's just there to keep them balanced. They might be too strong then, if it wasn't for that. So Geneva just popped out a whole bunch of archers and are just wrecking the face. I would love to see Geneva actually go to war here against Chandragupta, because I think that would be an interesting fight. No one has, yeah. I was wondering if he maybe was suzerain of them, but he's not. He's not. So all this is going to flip back to Wilhelmina. Trivandrum, isn't that an Indian city? I think that's actually an Indian city, but it's flipping as well. So all this is going to flip back to Netherlands, but we kind of saw this with Gorgo last time, where even though she got a whole bunch of cities flipping back to her, she wasn't really able then to string anything together after that. So we'll have to see score-wise with Netherlands if she's ever able to kind of dig herself out of the hole. Right now, Gorgo's like kicking everyone's butt in score. She's doing really good. Although Athens is currently being sieged down by Geneva, which is just the freaking most hilarious thing in the world. Although she has knights. Oh my gosh. Dude, look at that tech. 77. Yeah, and she's rolling around with knights right now. And freaking pikemen. So she's going to be able to deal with any aggression, I think, probably from Chandragupta. It's just hilarious. She's getting kicked, her butt kicked by Geneva, by a city-state, man. Who has crossbows right now? What is going on with Geneva? Yo, no one has crossbows. How does Geneva have crossbows? Freaking Genevan powerhouse, man. What is up with that? All right, first era is done. Everyone got a golden age except Wilhelmina, which is really going to benefit Gandhi for the matter. Unfortunately, Harlem flipped back. If Gandhi was able to hold on to the, like, unfortunately, all these flipped. He might be able to conquer a little bit more, but I wonder if he actually has maybe... Can he have an aggressive agenda with Peacekeeper? Like, can they ever actually have counter agendas? I'm trying to think. Like, Chandragupta has the hates his neighbors. Could his second agenda be, you know, hey, I want to be peaceful and not declare surprise wars? Or like Scythia hates surprise wars? Could she actually have always declare surprise wars as an agenda? I think that's one of them. All right, Gorgo's finally handling Geneva's army. It took, you know, 200 or a couple thousand years to actually beat back a city-state's army. Unfortunately for her, all her knights are really injured right now. And, I mean, it's just kind of like scary because anytime Chandragupta could just declare on her. She really needed this game, though. Here's the problem. Would Geneva stay loyal to her? It's just a really good question. Would she even be able to hold on to Geneva, or does India have large enough cities here that it'll flip back? I mean, 3, 7, and 10, you know, that's what, 20 rather, 13. Then 8, 8, and 12, that's 30. Man, and then another 12 there. I think it flips to India. I do think it flips to India. And actually, let's be honest, I don't think she's going to be able to take it. Are they friendly with each other? But they're not denounced, so they got that going for them. Wilhelmina was able to take back her capital. About time. Trivedium is going to flip back to Wilhelmina as well, which is really weird because Wilhelmina's in the Dark Age. So why are you flipping and not to India? Huh. And by a lot, too. I guess part of it's Gandhi just didn't have a strong amount of troops over here. Who didn't get the religion? India, Greece, India. So Wilhelmina, once again, refused to get the religion. Man. All right. So who is probably looking the best right now for winning the series? I think it's Chandragupta. He is in second place right now. And, you know, he did get first place in the first one. And honestly, Gorgo winning this one isn't that big of a deal. But here's the biggest issue. He doesn't have a lot of room to settle. Like, pretty much the rest of his island over here is already taken by Gorgo. So he's going to have to start settling these islands. So it's going to be kind of a rush to see who ends up settling these islands. Gandhi's going to start settling over here. Then it looks like Wilhelmina could probably start settling up here. The biggest is going to be this island right here to see who goes settles by these city-states. What happened with the World Congress, the first one? Trade routes to scientific cities get a bonus, and Great Admiral to get double points. Now, the question is anyone trading with Geneva? You're still only at war with Gorgo. Dude, Gorgo has wasted so much troops. She has cav already. Oh my gosh. So she definitely had the crossbow tech. She just doesn't have any crossbow. Dude. And she has 110 culture per turn. She's rolling right now. She is definitely rolling right now. Like, that cav is going to be able to wreck the Varu if they fight. Because the cav is 65 against 45. Cavalry. Cav. 65, correct? 62. Varu was 45 minus 5. 40. So technically 45. So it'd be 62 against 45 would just be the easiest way to say it. So she did finally take Geneva, took the cab, and she has full loyalty on it. Coursers now popping out over here, and crossbows. I mean, don't get me wrong, India's scary. I don't think Gorgo's going to be able to take anything, but I think it's going to be hard for, and Shira has cores too. Man, so that's 72 right now. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think India's going to be able to take anything. Like, there's no way he can do he can kill something with the 72 garrison defense strength. So Geneva's flipping. No, it's not. It's not. It looks like maybe the governor left for a little bit. So Chandragupta is settling in this direction. Okay. Who's got the wonders right now? That's a good question. Gorgo has 4 wonders. Chandragupta has 3. Gandhi has 1. Wilhelmina has 2. So there's not that many wonders out yet. Yeah. I would imagine Gorgo's going to be able to get a whole bunch of wonders out now just because she has a huge advantage in both tech and culture. The Gandhi-Wilhelmina war is still pretty much pat. Actually, Wilhelmina's now pushing back against Gandhi. Yeah, Gandhi does have the crossbows. But there are a lot of catapults facing them down. And it looks like that island we were talking about, which was going to be the key, is going to get settled by the Netherlands. Okay, then. Huh. Netherlands are storming back here. So this is not necessarily as good of a game for Chandragupta now as it looks. He basically just needs Wilhelmina to have a bad game so that he has a huge lead going into the third game. The other thing that potentially could be an issue for Chandragupta is if at any point Gorgo declares war. Now, he has a significant advantage when it comes to military strength. So because of that, I don't see Gorgo declaring a war here. But this is still something to keep an eye on as the game progresses. Like, you can see Gorgo is building up. She went from like 200 to 600. Also, if there's ever an emergency to send her aid because of a natural disaster, that is going to just be crazy because she's going to be able to buy a whole bunch more units. All right, next era. Wilhelmina got a golden age, actually heroic age. Chandragupta got golden age, normal ages everywhere else. So Geneva's not flipping, even though she did get that dark age, or well, normal age compared to the golden age. Recon get +5 combat strength, congrats, and extra grade engineers. Okay, okay. Agra is not flipping. There's no loyalty issues over here, which is kind of surprising. Barely, though. Barely. Did Gandhi end up winning religion yet? I imagine Gandhi's going to end up winning religion pretty much every single game. Well, I say that, but Gandhi doesn't have that much faith. It looks like he kind of went a little heavy in units this time. Probably because of the early war, where last time he wasn't fighting a war. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. I'm kind of intrigued to look at Empire scores right now. 271 for Gorgo, 189 for Chandragupta, 134 for Wilhelmina, 99 for Gorgo. Okay. Yeah, it seems pretty much normal. And there is our war between Chandragupta. The Hue was being built now here in 2 places, but neither are going to actually finish it. So, I don't think, as I said before, I don't think Chandragupta is going to be able to take any of the Greece's cities just because their garrison defense strength is so high. But it doesn't really look like Gorgo's going to be able to do anything either. Chandragupta's isn't terrible. And Gorgo just doesn't seem to have the units right now. I'm not quite sure where her military strength is. It's probably just like a lot of it's just in these couple cav units she has. I mean, 72 against 52 is pretty good, but you got to figure the 52 is going to have plus 17 for walls. These are medieval walls, so they're going to have 100 HP. Yeah, like you can see, it's just not going to do a whole lot of damage. And I just don't think she has enough units to really focus down these cities. What she needs is some bombards at this point, but little too late. Gandhi's going to try settling this little island as well. There's also this northern island that's wide open. Chandragupta is also coming over here to this island. That might change. Ooh, Netherlands ended up just stealing Gandhi's settler. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay. Well, there you go. So Chandragupta might actually then be focused down now. Yeah, wow, he just lost his entire army. He went from like 1,000 down to 266. And, oh, Ahmedabad. I know, that sounds terrible. I'm butchering that. I'm sorry. Just got conquered, too, by Gorgo. Dang. All right, so this is kind of, I guess, what we were hoping for to see a really interesting third game. It doesn't look like Greece is going to be able to hold on to it, which is just kind of mind-blowing because Geneva is having no loyalty pressure. She needs to put a governor here as quick as possible. Come on, you got 3 turns. You can hold it. You can hold it. You can hold it. Even if it goes free cities, it's probably going to be okay. I think they're peaced. Yeah, they're peaced. The biggest issue now is he's got this city over here, and he might end up getting Wilhelmina declaring war on him. But Wilhelmina's got to first peace out India, Gandhi at least, and that doesn't seem likely at this point. Yeah, it's like she just wanted that one city. Ah, she got a governor there just in time. And quite frankly, it's a good one, although maybe should have had these in different locations, but whatever. Depends on what her upgrades are right now for Reina. But the extra loyalty is always good. Always good. Yeah, this is crazy. This is a crazy interesting game right now. So turn 183. Okay. Agra is still holding on. Buenos Aires, are they... You're influenced by 2. You don't have a suzerain right now. A little interested, probably because these guys have been at war with each other, that no one's actually focused you on, down. Mathura is now full loyalty. Did the era switch? No. Oh, you put a governor there. I wouldn't be shocked, though, to see Wilhelmina maybe go focus you. We'll have to see. Greece hasn't really thrown down any other cities except Samos. And Chandragupta hasn't really put any other cities down except that one way over there. So, what was that? 100% production city centers and cotton get no amenities. I wonder who the cotton was focusing. Still same era. Can we see who had all the cottons? What? No. We want global resources. Who had all the cotton? I want to see who that was a target. No, I can't actually look at the global. No, they won't let me look at the global. Dang it. Okay. Well, this has been a rather interesting one. Are they peaced? Nope, still at war. India has musketmen, though. Yeah, India might be out-teching? No, not really. Wilhelmina also has a huge culture boost. What's our score looking like? Gorgo's in first. Chandragupta is pretty far behind. What's Wonders looking like? Yeah, Chandragupta actually has the most wonders still. Again, I should say. Again, not still. Huh. Okay, and then Ahmedabad ended up flipping because I guess you removed your governor, which was a terrible idea. She should be able to take it back, though, fairly easily. The question is whether or not it's going to flip. Oh, my gosh, that's going to flip in 8 turns, and the era is going to flip in 9. Oh, no. Oh, no. That might end up going back to... She's got to take it. She's got to take it back. She has the units. I don't know what she's doing right now. She has the units, but they're just sitting there being shot right now. And it's only freaking medieval walls right now. Wait, how's he producing ancient walls but then has ancient walls? Yeah, her units are just getting absolutely just shot to death. Wow, because here's what might happen. He might end up getting a Dark Age. So he might get this city, and like if this was 1 turn later or 2 turns later, he might not be able to end up with that city. Okay, then. So Gorgo's going to slowly lose her lead, or at least like she's going to not have quite as large of a lead, I should say. No one's really being super, super dominant. I mean, Gorgo has been, but like it's not super over the top. So yeah, it ended up flipping back. We'll have to see if that ends up triggering another war then between these guys, because she just wants that city. All right, we're probably going to wrap this episode up here as soon as we get to this next era and see what it looks like. I love how we have so much era score. I don't know from what. So Gorgo did get a Golden Age, Chandragupta got a Dark Age, and the normal ages for the other two. So whatever is now flipping again. Dang, yeah, she was just barely missed that. And Warrengal is going to flip as well. Yeah. She's settling quite a bit of this, and it looks like she's going to come settle over here on this island too. Chandragupta actually has a lot of ships, huge a naval force now. I wonder if he's going to end up using it for anything. We'll have to see. Let's see. You're only at war still with Wilhelmina. Are you at war with anyone? Because he's not at war. No, he's at war with Gorgo, so they ended up declaring war again on each other. All right, well, we're going to wrap this episode up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like. She has battleships. Comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button and the game comment, share your support. Not a terrible Golden Gate. She should start popping out a whole bunch of wonders, I would assume. But I'll see you guys next episode. Until then, later, everybody.